Good afternoon, everyone. We are live. And when I say we, yes, I mean that in plural because I'm here with Son Kang, the famous actor extraordinaire who loves cars, by the way. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'll give you guys a moment to come in as we do that. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you for allowing me to use this as an archiving moment. And for those on the podcast networks, thank you so much, whether you're walking your dog, using the loo, exercising, whatever the case may be, thank you so much. They're calling you Han.
Oh, yeah.
How does that make you feel when they call you Han? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's endearing.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody loves Han. So.
Very nice. Very nice. What's up? Well, I am here with the actor Son Kang on my 161st episode of the Bisimoto Tech2sDay. And this is a very special one because I've been doing this for 3 years straight, non-stop. I haven't missed one. Whether it fell on Christmas Day or New Year's or my anniversary or the birth of my son, I'm always doing a Tech2sDay. Or if I'm filming in New York, I leave the set, do my Tech2sDay, we're having a good time. So this is special because you have an opportunity to ask Son questions firsthand. And what I love about him, and I shared this with him earlier, and Son was very humble. I shared with him that I meet a lot of people in his industry where they represent the car culture and they're not really enthusiasts. And he is the real deal. It's not just a paycheck or him just going on camera and having fun and popping snacks. He's actually a car guy, which is fantastic. And he loves vehicles, he loves technology, he appreciates a variety of vehicles, whether it's Mercedes-Benz or Datsun or Porsche, he loves them all. Hello, what was your dream car when you were younger? Ask DIXO Meswips. Very interesting name.
My dream
car
car
growing up
was the 68 Bullet Mustang. From
Good
the
choice.
Movie. Yeah, that
Good choice.
fastback, the color, that forest green, the Highland green.
Nice.
And Steve McQueen was just, come on.
Oh,
man.
he was the man. Jeez.
Dopest dude,
Yeah.
He just taught people how to be cool. You just stare at him and go, dude, that's a cool dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my dream.
He oozed cool. He was just really the king of cool. He really was.
Yeah.
Really
But
was.
funny too.
Yeah, you
Never
know
took
what?
himself
You know what?
seriously.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think that led to his appeal as well, quite a
Yes.
bit, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Bullet Mustang was his first one, which is pretty nice. When's the Viceroy coming? I don't know what that means.
Oh, Viceroy.
What is that?
Yeah, Viceroy is my 914 project.
Oh, nice.
With-
Oh, do tell.
Yes.
I'm out of. Tell me all about it.
Okay.
Viceroy.
So Viceroy it started with a 63 Datsun pickup truck.
Okay.
It's a 310. Yeah, 310.
Okay.
And crank starter.
Oh, nice. Oh,
And
that's
a
cool.
core in the tree. And I bought that because I was directing a movie right before COVID.
Okay. Oh my.
And I was looking for parts for that, and it led me to Facebook Marketplace in the 914 section. And I saw a 74 914 with a Renegade V8 swap.
Okay, the guys in Vegas. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
But it was built in the 90s.
Oh.
And it was barred, so it was like 98, it was barred
Nice.
with a V8 swap.
Nice.
5.7 small block.
Nice.
And I fell in love with it. I was like, I gotta go get this car.
How much was it?
It was just like, I think they wanted like 27.
Okay, not
but
bad, not bad.
I got it for nothing. you gotta do your thing. Right? You don't ever give down.
Exactly.
That's like whatever they're asking is just throw it. Just throw it half. That's not half. With your empty pockets.
Oh
Don't
my
take
goodness.
cash.
Yes,
Do
there you
not
go.
take the money. Leave it at home so you come back.
Come back and get
yeah.
it. Sounds
So you
good.
think twice. But anyway, I fell in love with this car because I don't know anything about 914s, and the Porsche world felt so distant.
Oh.
Because we have people like you
Understood.
that have staked claim in this Porsche world where you go, yeah, I'm not messing with the kings.
Oh my goodness.
But I've always been attracted to the story of the underdog.
Yes.
And I think that's my story. And cars that kind of reflect that ethos, like the Ford Maverick or
Right.
the 240 when
Understood.
when I was, the Fugazi came to life.
Right.
And now this 914.
Right.
And I always like to work with cars that are accessible to the high school.
Understood. Understood.
I might have a few thousand, I might
Right.
have a part-time job. To aspire to this, come on, it's not reality for most people, right? I mean, eventually you'll get there.
Yes, eventually you get there.
And you
Absolutely.
shouldn't have this in high school.
Understood.
But why not start with
Good point.
914?
Good point. Good point.
Right? It's an easy start, but then also you get to be part of this this community.
Right.
Right. That
Which is amazing, by the way.
Yes.
The camaraderie in the Porsche community is absolutely spectacular. But
Yes.
continue, please.
And so I have a friend, Mikey Spagnola.
Oh.
Who built a SEMA car. You know, he
Yes.
specialized in the roadsters,
Yes.
the Fair Lady roadsters. And we were talking, and he said, "Sung, I would love to come on this journey with you."
Wow.
You know, he wants to establish his name as a builder and innovator.
Understood.
But what chassis do you go to? And he wants to touch a Porsche, but the 911s as a young kid,
it's pretty.
it's daunting.
Yeah.
But the 914 is a canvas that hasn't been really.
That's true.
Right? I mean, we have the Patrick Motorsport,
Understood,
we have
yeah.
the OGs, but the average, like 914, they call themselves Q-tips because a bunch of guys with like, you know, white hair.
I've never heard that.
That's what they call
I've
themselves.
never heard
I didn't come up with
I
that.
didn't know
Look
that.
at the 914,
Too
he's like,
much.
oh, we're the
Oh
Q-tips.
my
so
goodness, okay.
Q-tip gang.
Okay,
right?
no worries.
And so they need the younger generation to come and be ambassadors and caretakers.
Understood.
But how do you get these young folks that are into this stuff?
Right.
And Lambos and all the supercars, how do you get them into the underdog 914?
Good point.
And so I realized, hey, I have this wonderful blessing that I have a community of people that are passionate, are great at what they do. We come together, we build the dopest 914, right? And we document it, and we follow this ethos as that you can afford, at least for the next 5 years, a $2,000 914.
Yeah, that's true.
Work it
That's
out,
true.
figure it out, and you'll probably get it running in a week.
Understood.
Or you could take it to the highest level.
Of course.
Like that.
Yes.
Right?
Understood.
And so Viceroy is kind of like my, homage to like the singers and the Rod Emerys,
okay.
right? And to
Very
the
nice.
VCs
Thank
of
you.
what can we do and push the artistic boundaries with the 914.
Very nice.
But stay pure, we want to do flat six. you
Right.
know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we don't want to be putting V8s and stuff. But I want to eventually do an electric. So we need to talk one day. Because
He's speaking my language. Right? Yeah, I have a
That is the
76.
future.
I have a 76 in my showroom over there, and he was eyeballing it when he walked by. The 914 is due to have its resale boosted by someone doing something cool with it. Look forward to it, says Grindhouse. Thank you so much for doing that. John, thank you so much for the love. I saw a 914 for sale for $1,200 on eBay a couple of days ago. You should do a low budget build. That's a good idea. I have mine has a 2.0 engine, but I love the beauty of classic Porsches. Whether it's the 912, the 356, which is one over there. I have two 912s here. The 914. I just love the looks, but I'm not a fan of old technology. I love new technology. So it'd be a dream to electrify it. Guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think as well. About, let's say, what do you think, Nick? A 400 horsepower 914 electric.
Too much.
No, sir. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave. He said too much. Bye.
No. You can't give a kid in high school 400 horsepower.
But you can turn it down. You could turn it down. It's
You can't
it's
even
clean.
get the option. You can't turn it down.
Okay, what would be a good number?
I think
Oh, it's
180.
killing me here.
185 max.
Oh, here's a good question here. Denzel's watching. What's the fastest car you've been in?
I was in a. I was in a Formula E car, like the Audi.
Nice.
The Audi Formula E.
Oh my God! Do tell us about that. I want to hear all about that. That's pretty good.
I was Audi ambassador for a while, and they brought me out to Tenerife, Spain, and we got to test drive all the electric cars.
Nice.
Right, and then for fun, they brought the Formula E cars to explain to us that this is the future.
Yeah. So how was that experience? How was that?
Amazing. The sound.
That's great.
Because everybody complains about is there a visceral sound like that? When you go to an F1 race or motorsports, you feel it and you feel the thrumble. That has its own kind of
Understood.
voice.
It's unique. Yeah.
But Formula E, it has its own voice.
Understood.
And what's cool is that you and I could still talk.
Yeah.
But it has that. The brakes. It's pretty sick.
Wow.
Right?
That's amazing.
And I'm all about like, hey, you're not gonna be able to, fight future. It's like the weather.
Understood.
You can say, yeah, I want the sunshine to come as long as, stay as long as we want. And the petrol cars, yeah, as car dudes, we want that.
Understood.
But it's gonna be like a horse one day.
It is.
Don't you think?
You're absolutely correct. You're correct. The reason why I even got to the EV space was because I wanted to embrace that because I noticed most of my OEM partners were going that way. I could care less, guys, and you've heard this story so many times, and he may be hearing it for the first time, but I didn't want anything to do with EVs. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was for tree huggers or people who wore hemp sandals. I didn't care anything about EVs.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who with the twin turbos shooting flames. That's me.
Yep.
I'm the obnoxious, okay, I'm gonna be a little nicer planet. I'm gonna run ethanol on my cars, but I'm gonna shoot flames. I want to sound, the anti-lag. But I noticed my partners, Honda, Hyundai, Ford, as I go to CES in Vegas, like usually occurs second week of January, at the Las Vegas Convention Center, my SEMA budgets kept dwindling and the CES budgets were getting bigger, and they were focusing on that. And I said, okay, for self-preservation as Bisimoto, I better embrace this thing and build something and find out what it's all about. And then I built that pink thing behind me, which I'm gonna have Sung drive after we're done here, and I'll have him share his impression with you guys, what he thinks. I almost urinated on myself first time I drove that. It was the most amazing experience. It was amazing. And then yesterday we had Magnus Walker drive, and he was like, "Oh, this is quick! Oh my god!" He was just freaking. It's something else. So that made me fall in love with it, which is pretty amazing. Wagon Zach said the next. Oh, I haven't told him about it, Zach. Wagon Zach says the next Porsche project is going to be insane. I haven't told. Don't say anything. I haven't told him yet.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm sure it is.
I should not say anything. So Zach, what we should do, we should play a prank on him and not say anything, and just blindfold him and put him in the car and then unveil it, and then have him drive it, and then we'll provide diapers on the side just in case.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be. He's shaking his head. He's like, no, I don't want any part of that. Corvold says, and he's an engineer from up north, says, I like the underdog ethos, but what would an underdog electric car be? Rich Rebuilds did electric Le Mans Mini Cooper recently for like $8,000, or was that $8,000 or $3,000? I couldn't tell. That's pretty cost effective. Yeah, that's So Rich Rebuilds nice. We subscribe to different ethos. Rich does a lot of like. He goes to junkyards and scours and puts things together.
More scientist.
Yeah, as an engineer, I'm very. Mickey's right there. He's nodding his head. Mickey's over here. He knows how I'm about fail-safes and you know this too, Corvold. You're an engineer. You've been here. You know my thoughts on fail-safes and using battery management systems are ideal and thermal management, and just. I'm big on that. So even though it could be fun, building a pretty, cheap or cost-effective EV, if I'm going to put this young man in anything, it needs to be absolutely fantastic and safe. But no, I'm saying it's not. But for me to do things properly, I need to have the best components, and the best components do cost a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's what my mentor Eric Aguilar, that you know, that was your enemy back in the day.
Back in the day.
When I was asking him like his process and his ethos when he builds customer cars, I said, so let me ask you, there's 10 steps that you take, but I can see that other people could take 3 steps.
Right.
And they could actually use cheaper product. Well, why do you do that 10 steps when the customer doesn't even know what you're doing?
Understood.
And he goes, because I come from racing. And I go,
right.
What does that mean? He goes, I've flipped a car where I've almost died. Like I've seen, life pass. And I go, imagine if something I touched created a situation where the customer is in an accident. And there's something that I could have put in. I could have spent another 3 hours or 3 days to guarantee that person is going to go home. Right? He goes, I can't sleep when I do it that other way.
Understood.
So I refused to.
And that's a good mindset. And that mindset, to be honest with you, Sung, is not very common in our industry.
Why not?
I don't know. It's so bad. And I keep referencing Miggy because he's right there. But Miggy has seen me a few weeks ago saying, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm just going to go back to a different industry or maybe pharma or research or do something else. Because I kept getting all these cars coming here that was subpar from other shops. Customers come here like, oh, my car's not quite right. Could you tune it? And I see all these corners cut. And it pains me. And I didn't want to be affiliated with that kind of industry. I was in the industry before. And guys, forgive me for saying this. I was in the pharmaceutical industry. And I saw some things that weren't very pleasant. And that's why I left. To come to automotive and see something similar happening, just to save a buck or to make a little bit more profit hurts me. So we kept seeing it back to back. Like there was a week or something, maybe we were seeing all these cars coming in, rubbish after rubbish after rubbish after rubbish. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know why. So having that stance that Eric has is a very good one, but it's not very common. It's not very popular. And that's okay. Even for me, I'm not the cheapest person to build cars. But we have to take that extra step and do things properly. Because my take on things is I build cars that goes my own. Whether it's this red 935 there, the 991 over there, or even this Civic back there. I built, and even that came in. Remember all the stuff we saw there? The fuel cells next to the exhaust, like right next to it. You don't put a fuel cell next to it. It's sitting right on it. Like that's just an explosion. When I can't believe it was. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm sorry. We can have this later on. It's great, you know.
This is important stuff to share.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's scary.
You should censor what you.
No, it's not that because people shouldn't do things that are dangerous to cause to save a buck.
That's right.
Period. It shouldn't be that way, and I don't understand that. I'll never get it. A lot of shops are getting away with it, and I don't know why. But all I can do is put the best foot forward and make sure that people are happy. And Carworld Design says, bring your Porsche EV to Fast and Furious, BC. You know what? Of all my cars in my fleet, that may be the best, probably movie car. And the reason why I say that is because you're different. Not as quiet. But I gathered years ago when I was sending some of my cars for film that some of the talent didn't know how to drive manual gearboxes, which is interesting. I don't know if that's true or not still. Yeah. So when I had my blue IROC and I sent it out to be in a film, it just sat as a prop because the talent couldn't drive it. So guess what? It's a single drive in the K3. You don't have to know how to shift. All you have to do is forward, backwards. Very simple and a lot of fun. It's quiet. You can do a lot of cool things. You can add sound and all the cool effects and whatnot, you know? I'm down the street. Can I race Han in my Honda CR-V? Now here's the thing. We condone, even though that's Hollywood and he does a lot of street racing in his Hollywood attire, we condone racing on tracks in, I don't know what your thoughts are, but hopefully I'm not speaking for you poorly, but I like to race in sanctioned events with the safety, you know, the street stuff.
People like pull up to me or like, you know, I have a rule, like I actually don't get into people's cars anymore as a passenger.
Wow.
Because a bunch of numbskulls. First of all, it is no joke. Like people die. We've lost friends, and this is not something to like fuck around with. It's not funny at the end of the day. It's pretend. Number two, it's not about you, man. Be cool on the track, but you got to go home.
Yeah, very true.
I got people that depend on me, man. I didn't work this hard to be crippled or be in a wheelchair because some numbskull wants to show me like how fast he can go, you know, on some back road.
Oh, you get lots of hearts for that.
Yeah,
that's
man,
good.
No, it's not even when dudes like kind of front with me and they go, yeah, whatever. It's like it's not whatever, man. It's like you got a gun in your hand. Like go to the track. It's cheap, right? It's so cheap.
It is. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely.
You can learn, and you can learn to be a better driver from all the G's out there. So anyway,
BC, remind us, is your daily is the Honda Odyssey, right? No, Comball. The Odyssey, it's back there. I'm pointing to, forgive me on YouTube, you can't quite see what I'm pointing at, but on Instagram, you can see right there. So the van is right there. No, it's not my daily. I drove the Ioniq today. I drove a 2017. I'm looking down. It's like Hyundai Ioniq hybrid today because I want to be miserly with petrol. Yes, I have all these crazy cars behind me. Oh, but this weekend I drove the bunkers out of that right there. But yeah. That's what I'm getting hearts. Thank you so much. Question for Sung. What's your favorite Fast and Furious movie? That's a good question.
5.
5? Why is that?
That's the film that all the cast members were pretty much living in the same area. Like we shot most of the movie in Puerto Rico, so we were all in the same hotel, and you know we hung out together, and that's it allowed us to really be a family unit. And so that's kind of the last time we would be able to hang out with each other after work.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you. And that's a great question, Denzel. Appreciate that indeed. Yes, it is the guy from Fast and Furious. Absolutely, you know. Do you ever think someone would EV the Supra Mark IV? What do you think, Sung?
What's the question?
Do you think someone would ever EV the Mark IV Supra?
Thus far?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone is actually doing it. So, yes. Someone is actually EVing one that I know about here in Southern California. He's a fairly popular drifter, so that's coming very soon, you know? King, oh, thank you so much, Supercar Callan, who's great, by the way. I saw him this weekend at a toy drive that we did in Orange County. He's a very, very nice guy, very good friend he's becoming, and hardcore enthusiast. Thank you, Brooklyn, so much. Appreciate that indeed. So much love here. Hello from Miami, says JJ. If you could have any car from Fast and Furious films, which one would it be? He's like, what are you talking about? He's trying to add his own stuff there.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'd, for collection or driving?
How about one of each? Which one you collect and what would you drive?
The collect, I would collect the Twinkies Hulk band. Remember they had
Oh,
Hulkmobile?
yeah.
I think it's just funny. It makes me smile every time. It's so unnecessarily necessary, right?
Understood.
And then I think I would, as a daily, I would probably. That's too hard. I don't know. Daily, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one.
That is a tough question.
It's not the FD.
Oh.
It's not.
It's not the FD. Okay. I thought you said it was. Okay, no worries. Tom says Sung looks like he's bored. Are you bored, sir?
No.
He's just laid back. He's laid back. Okay. Yes, safety and quality first. Thank you so much. If Sung had to build a Honda, which one would he pick?
A Honda?
Yeah.
A CRV. No, CRV.
That's not a bad choice, by the way, but yeah.
CRX.
CRX? Good choice.
That's the first Juniors, that Mugen, all that Mugen out.
Yes.
Dude, that thing.
It's
and
amazing.
Kenji built a.
He's doing it. He's doing it. He shared something with me on his induction. I'm going to help him with that, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
His attention to details is absolutely amazing. Yeah. These are cars that we all loved, and a lot of us are older now. We make a little bit more money, and now you're going to see this resurgence of all these EFs and EGs just being absolutely spectacular and beautiful, you know? And maybe it'll go the way of Porsche 911s. You never know. You never know. You never know. You know? Hello, neighbor, says Sal, STI Project. Hello, Sung, says Sal.
Hey, Sal.
By the way, he has a badass STI. Beautiful. Sorry, Miggy, he has an STI. Miggy's all about the DSM life. Okay. What are both of your favorite form of motorsport? What is yours?
I'd say drifting.
Interesting. Yeah. Mine is drag racing, but I'm starting to move towards road racing. Only because it's like, drag racing, I found out that we tend to put more and more money into our cars to spend less time on the track. The faster you go, the less time you're on the track. But there's something exhilarating about that speed and adrenaline. But in road racing, you can spend laps and laps and laps. It's pretty interesting, you know? But maybe time attack would be, because it's where I'm going all out for a few laps, like drag racing, but have more time on the track. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. Appreciate that, you know? I'm having a fangirl moment, says Steve Chasey. Thank you so much. I'm sure Sung appreciates that. Yes, amen. Safety first. Hey, BC, says Corn Bob Baller. What do you think the car scene would be like Fast and Furious had? Cars like the 300ZX or Subaru SVX. You're going way back with that. I like the SVXs. Do you know what SVX is, Miggy? You know what SVX is? No. Do you remember those Subarus that look kind of wedge-like and had half a window? Those are SVX. Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. I used to like that car. You know, cool. I don't know. That'd be interesting. That's a good question. I really don't know. You know. 85 Porsche 944. Hello, both of you. Huge fans of the Fast and Furious franchises, says our friend 85 Porsche 944. Sung says thank you. Stay safe as well, Meg Silver. Appreciate that indeed. You know. Thanks, Bisimoto, for putting this together. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.